Is that the 31? Yeah, the 31, that'll be Justin Holt from White Oak, Texas. And the Holt Racing number 31 outside, Kelly Lucky from Vidor, Texas. And off at turn number 4, the Tyler Texan, Kelly Lucky in the 91. All jokes aside, heading into one for the first time. Randy Cox has got a bunch of hungry hounds running behind him. Tiffany Welch going to go 3 wide here. She'll be in the middle of that battle. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Here comes Lucky trying to fit the gap his first night in that brand new to him anyway, that laser chassis that Craig Oaks. Look out, Tiffany Welch nearly lost the handle there. Tiffany Welch lost the handle for a moment, was able to corral that car, keep it into the ballpark. Heading off into 1, on the march to the front from the tail. Inside of row number 3 is the 31 of Justin Holt. He'll dispose of the 492 and throw him into his hip pocket. Sit down, take a seat, he will. Josh Daugherty now going to march to the inside of Holt. Josh Daugherty got a nice run there, but out front, leading the way around the Boothill Speedway is the 45R of Randy Cox. Five of 4 down the front straightaway. Justin Holt trying to march his way to the race lead. Down the front straightaway we go. Into 1. Through for the race lead. Here comes the 31 of Justin Holt from White Oak, Texas. Trying to rise to the occasion and steal the 45R's lunch money here. Into turn number 3. Cox trying to hold strong in that middle lane of the Boothill Speedway. Smashing the throttle off of 4. Cox on the loud pedal hard now, but Holt smooth. And he'll take the race lead to the line. A half a car length for the 45R. Or the 31 rather. Wow, look at this race. You could throw a blanket right now over the top 4 competitors as they head off at 2 and down the back straightaway to turn number 3 for the final time for the white flag. White flag coming out this time by for White Oak, Texas racer Justin Holt in 31. And his good friend Kelly Lucky followed him from the tail, and Lucky's not done yet. That car that Craig Oaks won $6,000 in at Gene Borders Arclotech Speedway last month. Here comes Kelly Lucky. Wow, Kelly Lucky just blew the doors off the 31 for the final time through 3 and 4. And an absolute stellar trophy dash to open the racing night here. And Kelly Lucky's going to steal that one from the dead last starting position in the trophy dash. That was awesome. That was badass. This time tonight, Craig Oaks won $6,000 in it. Last month at Arclotech Speedway in the 5th annual Factory Stock 50. Tonight, Kelly Lucky makes his debut in that laser chassis house car, or laser chassis.
It was a friendly note.
Y'all got to be honest, Boothill. You know that was the best trophy dash you've ever seen. That was pretty good. What do you think about it, Leanne? That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's right. Another victory for laser chassis. Limited modified first heat in each of the staging area. Limited modified first heat. Once again, like I said, his first night out, and this brand new car to him. Just acquired it from Craig Oaks. Craig Oaks is racing a midget up in Missouri this weekend. And Kelly's got to like the way this thing feels. Give it up for him, Boothill Speedway from Tyler, Texas, Kelly Lucky in car number 91, typically in the number 14. Kelly, you texted me this week. You sent me a picture of this car, said you had some exciting news to share with me. And if you didn't send me a picture of this car, man, I'll tell you, you and Justin started the tail. He got the lead before you did, man, but you were not going to be denied. You threw him into your hip pocket there on the final lap. That had to have been a thrill from your vantage point.
Oh yeah, I think we made a pretty good investment. We've been lacking on speed all year, but we had a good car, and I don't know, I've always wanted one of these. My father-in-law owned this first, and I knew it was a nice car. We probably built it 2 or 3 times in the shop and tore it down and waxed it and everything else he wants to do to it. But when Craig got it, I was kind of upset because I figured me being a son-in-law, I'd get the first shot. But I'm glad Craig got rid of it. Bad as I hate to say it, but he's up there in the midget right now doing pretty good in Missouri. But it's a fast car. It's laser race cars. Raymond Killer, AMS. And this is the first time I've had AMS, and it's pretty decent.
Did you feel any pressure or anything? I mean, look, I don't know where you start in the heat. I'll let you tell me that in just a second. But did you feel any added pressure knowing Craig just won $6,000 in this car the last race? It obviously lived up to the hype and the expectation because you willed this joker.
Well, Zach, while you were asleep in my camper at about noon on Friday at Factory 50 is when I bought the car.
Yeah, well, my bad. I was asleep on that one, I guess. But you didn't tell anybody until like this week. So I'll tell you what, though, you got to feel pretty good. Where do you start in the heat tonight?
Same place I just started.
So you start 6th.
Dead last.
Man, hey, that was an outstanding run. Probably the most exciting trophy dash I've seen in quite some time. Congratulations to you, Kelly. Best of luck in the heat and the feature tonight.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate Justin running me clean. I knew I was going to scare him a little bit on the outside, but he come by there and told me I was number 1, but I just waved at him.
Hey, it's fun to race your good friends like that, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You can't find a better person than Justin and his whole family, Liz and James. Scotty, and we brought 5 cars over here tonight. So
Awesome.
hope to give y'all a good show.
Absolutely, man. Great show to start off. Great. We'll see you in the heat race.
And thank y'all for coming out.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler, Texas, Kelly Loxey parks it on the slab at ABC Auto Parts Victory Lane to get the night kicked off. I guess I was asleep when he bought it. I don't know. Everybody's got jokes about my sleeping habits, but it's all right. Jason Ingalls will throw me on the bus this week on Facebook, too. He said, Zach isn't up yet. It was like 2 o'clock, and $1,000 back on June the 23rd at Chatham. The Marshall Missile, a new married man. Congratulations goes out to him and Megan. The Missile from Marshall going to be driving with some added motivation, I guarantee you, tonight. The lights are out. Here we go. Grigsby rocks it off the exit of turn number 2 here on the opening circuit in the turn number 3. You're going to door-to-door here with the 1C at Caldwell. Grigsby nearly lost the handle. The car stepped out from underneath him just a little bit, but was able to corral and hold on the 3rd. Still trying to catch my breath coming up the steps a few moments ago. That's sad. I can't walk to the stop sign anymore without getting winded. Down the back straightaway, Chase Del Rio with the race lead. Grigsby drives the car into downtown Shreveport, nearly ends up on I-20. He'll set the car up off of turn number 4. The 69's rolling now. The driver of the Marshall Lubin Auto. JCT Auto Sales. 1 call staffing, 5-star Vittles, True Love Law Firm is going to take over and wrestle that 2nd spot away from Caldwell. Caldwell holding on to a pretty wheel tonight as well. They roll off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. The freight train from Farmerville's got his B17 Innovative Chassis CBR shocks digging now. But I guarantee you, folks, Grigsby's off to put the heat on Del Rio. Here he comes. Will he do it? He may not even need to pull the rabbit out of the hat. He get a little cattywampus there off of turn number 4. The Marshall Texan Derek Grigsby, the 3-time Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship winner, is going to head off in the 1 and hustle that number 69 IRP FX Series car. Stalking the tire tracks of that Curtis Allen built Western Flyer. Western Flyer chassis have been, it seems like, trying to take over as the hot commodity, and Limited Modified Racing Action is the top chassis manufacturer. But make no mistake, IRP chassis is here and they're here to stay. And Grigsby, likes none other than to park that IRP FX Series car, won at the second to last event here. Unfortunately was not here that night, but Grigsby had a stellar performance that night. For his 3rd victory, leads all competitors with 3 wins on the season. Guidry with 2 and Davidson with 2 as well. We'll see them in heat race number 2. May only be 11 in limited modifieds here tonight, but I guarantee you, folks, any one of these competitors could all win tonight. It is some of the most dominant limited modified drivers you can find anywhere in the Mid-South. And Grigsby going to try the low side here in the 1 and 2. Final time down the back straightaway. Had to try the low side, but it won't come up for him. Final time through turns 3 and 4. Grigsby has a left front broke, and he's going to have to try to hold on. Comes down the racetrack to hold off Caldwell. He does, but he broke a left front. Looks like he broke a spindle maybe. Hard to tell. Express Chassis. Pritchard Racing Power number K1 from Marksville, Louisiana. It's Stephen Guidry in K1. And the JDP Performance number 90, that'll be Jody Davidson from West Monroe. 5 cars, 8 laps. Here we go. Limited Modified Heat Race number 2 presented by R&R Timber is underway here from the legendary Boothill Speedway. They head off in the 1. So Chase Del Rio was enough to win the first one, and Davidson's going to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. 3 hungry hounds right there. Into 3. Stephen Guidry's going to hustle that K1 to the outside. That Shane Avery built Express Chassis, and Guidry just got a little too high wide and handsome there. Got up in the marbles. It slowed the progress of the K1. And Guidry is going to set his sights on the rear deck lid of the Ania Davidson. He'll try to dispose of Sampson down the back straightaway, and he'll get a nose on him in the 3. So Guidry goes to 4th, right in front. Guidry nearly gets crossed up, and he does. Jeez. The Ania Davidson lost the handle right in front of the caution flag will wave. That'll actually play to the advantage. Cake's been baked. We'll get the candles lit here off of turn number 4. Cliff Tupper Jr., Bubba Sampson, Guidry, and Davidson. 5 cars, 6 more laps. Here we go. Sending him off in a 1. Here comes Stephen Guidry. Stephen Guidry going to hustle the number K1 down the back straightaway. Here comes Davidson going to try the hub of the racetrack at 3-4. And Cliff Tupper's 23 Western Flyer nearly stepped out from underneath him there. He corrals it and is able to head up by a half of a car length in front of the K1 there at the flag stand. But Stephen's rolling good and rolling well right around the hub. He'll get on the loud pedal down the back straightaway, but that outside loud momentum still working to the advantage for Cliff Tupper Jr. Tupper going to go a little bit higher this time. It seems like the low side working much better for Guidry through 3 and 4 than it is in 1 and 2. But we'll see what happens this time. He'll try the middle lane of the Boothill Speedway this time. He pushes just a little bit, just enough, slight of a push there to allow the 23 to keep that outside momentum working to his advantage. neck and neck for second. Guidry puts the heat on Tupper. Tupper finds a little bit of a bobble there from the pressure of the K1, and Guidry will go to second. Now Guidry will make work of the 22 Magnum. He'll set his sights on him down the back straightaway. Right now, we're looking at Derek Grigsby and Stephen Guidry to sit in row number 2 if it finishes like this. But I tell you what, that 22 Magnum's very loose, and Guidry's really smooth right around the hub. He's only got 2 more laps to get the job done, but I think he can get the job done. He'll hustle the number K1 car. Came up here 1 spot short to Dylan Spear at our last event, and he was coming on strong late. And like he did on that hot night to open up the month of July, he'll send it. Here comes Stephen Guidry for the final time in the 1 and 2. From the tail, trying to take the lead away from the reigning Louisiana State champ and the winner of the last event here. Guidry trying to get his 3rd win of the season here tonight. Final time through 3-4, a bobble bomb, and final turn off of 4, grabbing the win. Nope, Dylan Spears going to win it by half a cat's whisker. In an absolute phenomenal race in the 2nd limited modified heat of the night, presented by phenomenal. He's a good kid too. The H30, that's Matthew Lowe. Matthew Lowe's inside of 3, Miss Triple X, Brittany Shireen. And I don't know what the hell that number is. So David Bosbury's out there in the 00 as we hit off a turn number 4. Leading lap number 1 is going to be Peace in the 11. Brittany Shireen in hot pursuit. She's the reigning Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship winner in this division. She's a tough young lady, there's no doubt. Came up a 2nd place finish to Justin Converse last Tuesday night at Arklatex. But has a victory this season in a pair of them in Vivian. Won over a 41 car field at Arklatex earlier this season. Heading into 1, James Peace has the race lead. I believe that's a Ford Focus. It looks like it, huh? Oh, Brittany Shireen stalking the tire tracks of the number 11 of James Peace. She says, I keep the peace. I don't think she'll lean on him too hard, but we'll see what happens here in the late going. She's driving the car much deeper into the corners than he is right now. Brittany Shireen's feeling it, looking like her fiance Sean Graham here in a 4-cylinder. Brittany Shireen making the 11 of James Peace earn it tonight. She says, you going to learn today, James. She's going to pull to the back tail tank of James, but James drives it a little bit deeper that time off of 4, but pushes up off of exit. If you want to get into dirt track racing, here's your meal ticket. You can get into one of these cars at an affordable, economical price for around $1,000. Some of them have less than $1,000 in their cars. That's for the roll cage and all, for all the bones. Wyatt Williams holds on to a comfortable 3rd place spot. How about the 9-year-old Toby Davis, who has a solid 4th place run going here? This youngster gets better and better every time he hits the speed plant. Checkers out, though. Your winner going to go to the 11 of James Peace, followed by Miss Triple X of Brittany Shireen. Wyatt Williams will finish 3rd in easy 1. Lights are out. 4-cylinder heat race number 2 of the night, presented by R&R Timmer. Going to get ready to drop the hammer. We're underway. Oh boy, somebody's banging the chip early. It's Stephen Harris. My goodness. They're going to go door to door for the race lead. John Lafitte going to roll off of 4 with the race lead. The L17 of Baron Prince rides in 2nd. Pelakakis and Peace go at it for 3rd. Door to door through 3 and 4. Look at Racing Graham. He just got the Walmart special. He passed 3 cars in 1 turn. Racing Graham going to try to slide up and grab 2nd. He will. The youngster's feeling it tonight. Made a 3-wide pass down the front straightaway on the restart. Trying to do what Miss Brittany did in the 1st heat. And he goes to 2nd. Right now, John Lafitte's got a comfortable advantage out front of the number 29. Racing Graham kind of trying to hunt him down, though. We'll see what happens here. Down the back straightaway, Racing Graham holding on to second. Stephen Harris, after the restart, goes up to third in the number 6 machine. Pelakakis is fourth and 60. Baron Prince is fifth and 17. Lafitte still leads in 29. John Lafitte going to come across the stripe. He'll take the checker flag in car number 29. The Triple X of Racing Graham will grab second here. And R&R Timber Heat race number 2 for the 4 cylinders. Third will go to the 6 of Stephen Harris. Adrian Kennington started in row number 2 in the 6K, the 199. Big Mike Hudson's on his way to the front already. Big Mike won here on Friday night of the Monster Trucks. And Chris Collier looking for his 4th win of the season. And the number 14, the reigning track champion here at the Boothill Speedway, rolls back there in the 4th spot, getting pressure from Kennington off of 4. Braden Barnes, the final car on the racetrack in 01, as Tyler Moore leads the herd, the Marshall, Texas youngster. 17-year-old Tyler Moore out front with the lead. Actually, he's 16. What am I got to get these. Mike Hudson stalking the tire tracks of the 3, and he'll try for the race lead here in the turn number 3. That Mazda 3 rolling to the inside of car 3. I'll tell you what, I think the first Mazda 3 came out in like 2003. And I don't know, I'd be hard pressed to beat the windows out of one of those things and make it a dirt car at this juncture. I can still use one of those right now. Down the back straightaway. And that Moffitt Mazda 199. He'll roll into the back tail tank. Tyler Moore felt the pressure. He says, no, you don't. He tells old Big Mike to sit down and take a seat. There'll be 2 laps to go. Big Mike has other plans, though. We'll see what happens. He has that Travis Pastrana look-alike 199. We just saw Travis Pastrana, who's got a big, you-know-what, pulled some Evel Knievel stunts right out of his bag of tricks there and made it look silly and easy, if you will. Now, Tyler Moore is making it look easy once the 199 put pressure on him. No connection, but we'll see what happens. The 3 of Moore are going to lead him for the final time off with 2 and down the back straightaway as he sets his sights on turn number 3. Mike going to go for it once again for the final time. He says, Mike, you're going to need more of my last name. Moore wins it in 3. The 199 of Mike Hudson will grab second. Chris Collier prevails to grab third in the number 14. August, the first weekend in August. You don't want to miss it. The 4th annual King of the Hill, 10,000 to win. We'll have over 100 of these hungry hounds here. It should be a lot of fun that night. The veteran and the youngster on the front row with Rasco and Williams. The lights are out. We're underway. 8 laps, 4 cars. The top 4 will go to the main event. The rest will have to throw it through a B main. If you don't make it through the B, we'll throw it on the trailer. We'll see you later on another dirt track Saturday night. As we head down the back straightaway, Davidson doesn't have to think of it. He will go 3 wide. Tries to. He'll nose right there. They'll go 3 wide to the center point through 3 and 4. Cook on the outside of that battle. The 101A of Atwood there. Kelly Lockie knows he has a good car. He really felt how good that thing was in the Trophy Dash. We'll see how it pays dividends here in the heat race. He's going to work. He'll find some dig off of 2 and smash that AMS power plant built by Kittler through the floorboard down the back chute. It's all Alex Williams up front, who won his first career race last season at the Rose Bowl Speedway in Winona, Texas. Williams leads the wily veteran Dean Rasco. Dean Rasco going to stalk the tire tracks of the 6 for the race lead. He'll come up short this time. They head down the back straightaway. The BJ Cook 43J car rides in 3rd. 4th is Donia Jody Davidson. Lucky from the tail up to 5th now. That car really is digging. There ain't no doubt. I think that if he had a clear racetrack, he might just dispose of all of them. But here comes Rasco for the race lead. He smells blood in the water. He'll be the shark here. He'll go after him. Surrendering the third spot, relinquishing the third spot. He's going to be the 43J of BJ Cook, but here comes Lockie to the inside of the 43J now of Cook. Trying to dispose of him and throw him into his hip pocket right now into one. I'm telling you right now, it's getting messier than an 80s food fight in here, folks. It is wild right now. Trying to go down the back straightaway to turn number 3. The 6 holding off the charge, but Davidson's on his march to the front. Jody Davidson is one of the lone few drivers I've seen, I mean, let alone this season, but in the last couple of years, they actually marched, run down Justin Whitehead, and then dispose of Justin Whitehead. That was in Vivian last Tuesday night. Davidson went on to win that heat by about a half a straightaway over the 36J of Whitehead. Went on to lead 17 laps of the main event before breaking the distributor on a restart. And Sean Graham got around and won that event. But right now, Davidson flexing his muscles and feeling himself. He'll pull to the back bumper to the Colt 45 once again. Lockie's going to try to dispose of the 43J. He will. Momentarily, we got a caution perhaps coming out in 1. And Atwood's not able to get refired. And he'll keep it rolling. We'll say clean and green, no harm, no foul. Off of turn number 4, Lockie and Cook racing hard here for 4th. And BJ Cook's the last person that will take much of that. He's about to drive this car into downtown Shreveport. He didn't do it. Into turn number 3. The top 4 go to the A. The cream rising to the top. Off of turn number 4, Davidson to the inside. The checkers are out. Yep. Thought it was the white for some reason. Alex Williams holds off a bunch of hungry drivers there and takes the victory in heat race number 1 presented by RaceOnTexas.com. Into the 492, that'll be Billy Greider. 8 cars. Top 4 go to the main event. Top 4 to the A. 8 laps. Here we go. Chad Dupont making his first ever factory stock start tonight. And the Murray Motorsports Funderburk Racing number 7J. Oh, baby. They're going to go 3 wide here momentarily for the race lead. Dupont's on the loud pedal now. He'll separate himself over the 11 and hold on to the top spot as they approach turn number 3 for the first time. 3 wide for second. Here comes Scotty Nichols. Chad Dupont's getting an introduction to these asphalt pull-off tires. He said, I'm used to throwing a late model in here on those big old meaty Hoosier tires. He's got a Hoosier tire on there tonight, but that thing has no tread. Feels like a 3-legged dog on an icy lake right now. Come on with it, Chad. He's doing pretty good right now, though. He's going to hold on to the top spot as they do battle for second. Bowden holding him off. Myers going to roll up to third to the outside of the N1 of Nichols. Thrifty Nichols trying to the inside. Myers up top. Oh, baby. Who's yelling? Myers is a little bit too high right now. Got up in the marbles that last time. Was higher than Willie Nelson on a cross-country tour. We'll see what happens. He keeps the car into the ballpark that time. He's able to separate himself and put the N1 into his hip pocket down the back straightaway. Scotty Nichols gets a shot in the shorts on the 68 of Martin. As Doug Vick Jr. knocking the skeeters down for the race fans tonight, but he's rolling pretty good to the inside, trying to take that 5th spot away. This right here is why we have a $10,000 race for these competitors each year. This racing is so tight-knit. It's so close week in and week out. And you can imagine what it's like when we throw $10,000 into the balance for these guys to compete for. They'll race this hard for a corn dog. Chad Dupont looking pretty good tonight. When you got it, you got it. He didn't learn how to race overnight, that's for sure. Chad Dupont, the former track champion here. He won the track championship here back in 1998 in this Ford Mustang Mini Stock number 57 car. And he also won it that same season as he was racing on Friday nights at Bayou Speedway in Minden, Louisiana. Chad Dupont won the track championship in the mini stocks in the same year at 2 different racetracks. Not been done very often. As they roll off of turn number 4, rest in peace to Bayou Speedway. It was a great racetrack. And won. The 7 of Funderburks. Nope, it's Chad Dupont. They're hunting down Dupont. We'll see. Myers has got that 55 coming to him now. The double nickel. Got to roll there to the outside of Bowden. Bowden working the hub and well this time off of 4. Here comes Myers. Oh, checkers are up. I got to turn this thing down. Speedway in Vivian, Louisiana. Comes in here tonight with some momentum and some confidence. Murderers Row once again. 8 cars. 4 cars go to the main event. Lights are out. We're on our way for 8 laps. Here we go. It's going to be important who gets the whole shot in this one. They send them off into 1 and 2. Knighton going to go higher than Willie Nelson on the cross-country tour once again. Way up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. Down the back straightaway. They're 4 wide there momentarily down the back straightaway. Shaw thought better of it. Sean Graham didn't think better of it, though. He'll drive it deep into turn number 3 to the inside of the 27. Oh, baby! Make a little bit of contact with the 27 of Greenwald. The difference in Greenwald last season and the difference in this season and last is that he didn't turn down and smash his brakes on the Triple X. He actually might give him a shot in the shorts. He decides to play a little bit of respect there. Graham's coming to the front. Already disposed of 4 of them. Got the Walmart special there on the opening lap. Down the front straightaway. Puts the heat on Knighton now as Bo Perry's worked on the 96. Grabs second. And now he'll go to work on the 22 Magnum as Knighton drives it to his inside into 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Sean Graham's got a hot rod tonight. Ain't no doubt. Like I said a few moments ago, look at this. They're fanning out all over the racetrack as they roll off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. As you can see, folks, there's 4 different lanes to choose from right now. They are all over the Boothill Speedway Racing Service. What more do you want? Oh, boy, Michael Knighton just broke. And that bad luck biscuit, heartbreak hotel, bad luck stuff is starting to happen. Seems like Mike just cannot string together a lot of consistent runs. I mean, he's got 2 wins here this year. He's been a lot more consistent than he had been in the past, but that bad luck seems to strike on him too often. Down the back straightaway, we got a battle for the race lead. It's Bo Perry from Bossier City, one of the hottest drivers in the factory stock division, coming into tonight's action. Won the For Love of Alex Stop Texan and Driving Benefit event at the Lone Star Speedway, and also won the Memorial Day special here at Boot Hill, and won it on that Sunday at Lone Star as well. Won $1,000 here for the Battle of Boot Hill. Down the back straightaway, Bo Perry going to nose ahead for the race lead by half a cat's whisker. At the midpoint of the back straightaway as they head off into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Sean Graham. He'll throw his hat in the ring here and become a player. We got a dandy brewing with Deuce. 2 laps to go. 2 more laps to go around the Boot Hill Speedway. Who's it going to be? Bo Perry got a shot in the shorts there from the Triple X. Sean Graham all the way from the tail, trying to work on the race lead. The top 2 cars tighter than the top string on the Texas Fiddle right now. They go at it side by side for the race lead. White flag coming out this time by from veteran Flamin' Keith Parker. They're 3 wide off of turn number 4. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Who's going to get it? In the 1. Sean Graham throws a fastball at the bottom of 1 and 2. Morgan going to surrender it, and now it's going to be between Bo Perry and Sean Graham to duke it out. Will Sean Graham live up to the moniker and beat trouble for the 12 in the 3 and 4? Bo Perry going to try to use that outside line. Graham leans on him a little bit. Bo Perry, he says, I ain't scared. Sit down, take a seat, and he'll take the victory. That was fun. That was a phenomenal race. That was a good one. Your top 3 going to go to the Troy's Auto Salvage Hold in the inside of row number 3. Cowboy Richard Blanchard and Shadow Oil and Tire Napa Beards Automotive. Number 45. Doug Vick Jr. in 4. The lights are out. Here we go. Poindexter. Andrew Hartzog Jr. there at the till. As the lights are out, Scott Young going to go at it door to door with the Talem, Texas racer Don Grindle. Moondog. Oh, baby. Randy Cox nearly lost the handle, and he did. It collects to 4. He's able to corral it. Didn't get any damage. Will stay green. Not all the way clean, but nonetheless will stay green. Moondog looking good tonight. Don Grindle out front with the race lead. The 99X car rolls off of turn number 4 out front with the top spot in command. The current Boot Hill point leader, the Rollins Open Auto J&J Motorsports number 18 won that. No Wink Links number 18 in tribute to the great Scott Blomqvist. Blomqvist scored his 599th career victory with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series just a few nights ago. Should be getting 600 here pretty soon if he hadn't already done it. What I mean, he'll be a threat wherever they're at tonight. May have got it last night. Haven't looked. But anyway, nonetheless, they head off into 1. Moondog Don Grindle out front in command here at the Boot Hill Speedway in 4th and final factory stock heat. Scott Young second. Cowboy Richard Blanchard, the former runner-up in the 10,000 to win King of the Hill inaugural event. Behind Full Throttle Marcus Cottle, finished second in front of Winnigan Chris Hennigan. Josh Jottery has the 4th and final transfer spot in the bag right now, but he's getting pressure from JT Turner. JT Turner back in the saddle again after having a fairly violent crash. Flipped at Timberlawn Speedway earlier this season. He's had a few other cats drive that car. Scott Young's got it coming to him now. We'll see what happens. He only has 2 more laps to get. 2 more laps to get the job done. 6 scored, 2 laps to go in this 8-lap affair. Scott Young driving a good race here, but just not quite enough to muster up enough momentum to get around Moondog. Off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 1 more trip around the quarter mile over here in Greenwood, Louisiana tonight. You want to call the front line? As they roll off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Don Grindle going to take the win in commanding fashion over the 18 wide of Young. Cowboy finishes 3rd, followed by the 4th and final transfer of Josh Daughtery. Okay. Different heats, and apparently in the first one we only got 2. We called for 4. In this second we actually called for 3. So there were 7 cars in the pits tonight. And the first one was Robert Bump and Matt Ebar. Matt Ebar got the dub here. It'll be Mark Snellgrove, Joey Getz. That was Joey Getz and Buddy Lee. So we'll go at it. The non-wing 600cc's. I'm going to go at it here at Boot Hill. Like I said earlier, for the longest time, one of these wing 600cc's when this track was a 3/8 mile paperclip as they go side by side for the race lead here off of 4. Rusty Pipes held the track record here for quite some time, and this track was a 3/8 mile paperclip. As we are in our 12th event here of the 2018 campaign, heading down the back straightaway, taking over that top spot. It looked like it was Joey Getz. I have to get a look at the tail tank here off of 4. Pretty good guess. Joey Getz going to be out front with the race lead in 5X. Buddy Lee trying to hunt down Joey Getz here in the late going of this one. It'll be the white flag coming out this time by at the Boothill Speedway in your second and final Louisiana 600cc heat race. Heading into 1 and 2. Rolling the hub of the racetrack and rolling at will. And he'll get off of 2 and smash the loud pedal down the back straightaway. Into 3 and off of turn number 4. Out front. Holding on to a comfortable margin there. Ball it off of 4 as Joey Getz, your winner of heat race number 2, followed by Buddy Lee in the 5.
All right, folks, we're getting them lined up. Coming to 3 and 4, Robert Graham, Michael Shaw, Trent Humphrey. Green flags in the air as we head down the front straightaway. Robert Graham leads the way. Trent Humphrey on the inside of Michael Shaw. Here comes Mike Washburn and Tim Hornaday. Coming down the back, 3 wide, coming down the back straightaway. Doug Vick Jr. said, I'm going to get some of this. Here we go. Doug Vick Jr. on the inside. Oh, a little contact there between Doug Vick Jr. and Mike Washburn. As Robert Graham continues to show the way. Trent Humphrey in second. Michael Shaw in third. Here comes Doug Vick Jr. on the bottom. And he's got Mike Washburn for 4th. Robert Graham continues to show the way. Trent Humphrey right there in second. Here comes Doug Vick Jr. on the inside of Michael Shaw. Doug Vick Jr. making a run up to the front. Mike Washburn said, I'm just going to latch onto your back bumper and just follow you all the way through. Here they come down to the front straightaway. Robert Graham continues to show the lead. Trent Humphrey, Doug Vick Jr., Mike Washburn, Michael Shaw. Down the back straightaway, Robert Graham still your leader. Trent Humphrey in second. Doug Vick Jr. in third. Mike Washburn in fourth. Michael Shaw rounds out your top 5. Robert Graham has got it set on cruise control, and he is walking away. Halfway through the race, Trent Humphrey looking to run him down. Here comes Doug Vick Jr., Mike Washburn. They're trying to make up some ground on the top too. But Robert Graham continues to show the way. All right, folks, Robert Graham's still your leader. Trent Humphrey, Doug Vick Jr., Mike Washburn, and Michael Shaw, your top 5. Robert Graham has got it set on cruise control, and he said, I will just see you guys later. All right, coming down, 2 laps to go. Robert Graham, your leader. Trent Humphrey, Doug Vick Jr., Mike Washburn got a little battle going here for 3rd as Robert Graham continues to show the way down the back straightaway. All right, folks, here we go. Coming to the white flag. Robert Graham taking the white flag. Trent Humphrey running to 2nd. Mike Washburn, Doug Vick Jr.'s got a good battle going on for 3rd. Robert Graham down the back straightaway. Trent Humphrey in 2nd. Doug Vick Jr. 3rd. Mike Washburn 4th. Coming to 3 and 4. Taking the win in the first Pro Mod heat. The 22 of Robert Graham. Trent Humphrey rounds in the 2nd. Doug Vick Jr. 3rd. Mike Washburn 4th. And Michael Shaw rounds out your top 5. Straight away, try and get your lineup here. And the 1 car is Kenny Turner. Looks like we have Brad Barnes. Here we go. Green flags in the air. Josh Bockham shows the way. Josh Bockham, your leader, coming down the back straightaway. You can throw a blanket for the back. Here comes Josh Bockham. 2, 3, and 4. Continue to show the way. All right, folks, Josh Bockham down the back straightaway, continue running away. Here comes Brad Barnes on the inside for 2nd. He started in the back, and he's already up to 2nd. He's making a big run. Oh, we got a spinner right there. Can he save it? A little contact. Caution on the speedway. Flag this time. Josh Bockham, Kenny Turner, Brad Barnes. And the 95 of Gene Gibson. Green flags in the air. Josh Bockham shows the way down the front straightaway. Brad Barnes and Kenny Turner have a battle for 2nd going. Kenny Turner look on the inside of Brad Barnes, and he gets it. Josh Bockham still showing the way down the back straightaway. Here comes Kenny Turner on the inside. Can he get Josh Bockham right here through 3 and 4? No, Josh Bockham continues to show the way. Brad Barnes is coming up, gives a little shot right there in the back and said, hey, get out of the way, I'm coming through. Here comes Josh Bockham down the back straightaway, continues showing the lead. Kenny Turner, Brad Barnes, your top 3. Josh Bockham continues to show the way, and I believe he's got that car set on cruise control because he says, I am out of here. Here comes Kenny Turner on the outside trying to get something to go, and oh, like he has problems. And here comes the 60 of Brad Barnes goes by him. He's going to take advantage of that. And he said, thank you very much. All right, Josh Bockham continues to show the way. Brad Barnes, Kenny Turner, you have a battle for 2nd going. Here comes Josh Bockham down the back straightaway. Brad Barnes is like the one that Kenny Turner has problems. He gets it going. 2 laps to go. This time by is Josh Bockham, still your leader. Brad Barnes in the 2nd, and Kenny Turner's in 3rd. The 95 of Gene Gibson's your top 4. Here we go down the back straightaway. Josh Bockham continues the lead. Brad Barnes in 2nd. Kenny Turner the 1 in 3rd. White flag in the air for Josh Bockham. 1 lap to go. He's got it set on cruise control right now. Brad Barnes is trying to reel him in. Can he get him right here? Josh Bockham down the back straightaway, continues to show the lead. Coming to 3 and 4, and doesn't look like nobody's going to touch Josh Bockham tonight, as Josh Bockham takes home your Pro Mod Heat win number 2. Brad Barnes in 2nd, Kenny Turner is in 3rd, and Gene Gibson is in 4. That concludes your Pro Mod Heats.
Trailer, we'll see him later. The 43J of BJ Cook going to smash the loud pedal and get this one underway and get the party back started here in Greenwood tonight. We're back underway. 12 laps in distance. We're underway at Boothill. BJ Cook going to lead them in the 1 and 2. On the restart, Doug Vick Jr. to the outside, back underway. The 31 of Justin Holt rolling the hub to the inside of the 35 of Turner. They're 2 by 2 by 2 all the way to the tail here. Cox still in the 8th and final transfer spot as they roll through 3 and off at turn number 4. Down the boulevard they come. Tiffany Welch trying to go 3 wide. Here comes Tiffany Welch. Tiffany Welch going to slide him in front of the 31, and she'll take the 5th spot away down the back straightaway. Oh, baby, look out, Justin Holt. Oh, boy. And ended up with a Walmart in the Target parking lot. Well, how about Tiffany Welch went 3 wide there on the restart. We'll see what she has here. Randy Cox in 7th now. Or in 6th, rather. Lights are out. We're back ready to play at the Boothill Speedway. Here we go. Oh, boy. Dylan Adams going to go 3 wide. Look out, Stephen Bamberg. Got a shot in the shorts there. Nearly lost the car. He corrals it, holds on to the handle. As they head off of 2, they go 3 wide there momentarily. Off of 2, down the back straightaway. Tiffany Welch looking pretty good tonight. She's holding on to the 5th spot comfortably here, but Randy Cox going to throw it to her inside here off of turn number 4. Cox rolling the hub and rolling it well. Down the front straightaway. James Martin nearly slid right there to the inside of the 43J of Cook. Thought better of it. Corralled the car, got on the brakes. I'm telling you, if you're going to get into this main event tonight, you're going to earn it. Right now, holding on to the 8th and final spot is going to be car number B7 of Fast Freddie Blanchard, it looks like. He does. 7th is the NTU car of Stephen Bamer. They're side by side for the 8th and final spot right now. The B7 of Freddie Blanchard down the back straightaway has that spot by half a cat's whisker over the C2 Canon Solutions car of Chris Shaw. Shaw now noses ahead for that 8th and final spot off of turn number 4. All eyes on that spot right now as Freddie Blanchard gets disposed of by the C2 of Shaw, who has the 8th and final spot now into 1. Shaw trying to work back on him. That's the best battle right now. That's where all eyes are because everybody from behind that C2 car goes onto the trailer. And right now, they are a hornet's nest behind the C2 of Shaw down the front straightaway. Here comes Blanchard once again. Fast Freddie Blanchard trying to live up to his moniker. He's looking pretty quick tonight down the back straightaway. Well, will he be good enough to go to the main event? Tiffany Welch looking good here tonight as well. She'll dispose, or try to anyway, of Turner through 3 and off of 4. Dylan Adams is around through 3 and 4 and will get a caution. And we will. The caution flag waves here at the Boothill Speedway in your B main event. The rest of this 12-lap affair with 50% complete, 6 in-6 laps to go with Duck Vick Jr. out front with the lead. All eyes on the 8th and final spot right there inside of the 4th row. That yellow letter number C2. We'll see if he can hold on. We're back underway here at the Boothill Speedway. A good restart by Freddie Blanchard. He'll go to the 8th now. Good restart for Blanchard. Look out, Martin got a little loose there, but he corralled the cars. Tiffany Welch is... Lights are out. We're back underway. Here we go. And, oh, baby, Stephen Bamberg drove all the way to the inside of the 58. We're back underway. Oh, boy. Here we go. It's heating up. And the 1 and 2, they're going to go 4 wide. Look at the C2 of Chris Shaw. 4 wide, and I don't even think they touched. Wow. Down the back straightaway, Stephen Bamberg goes from the in-house to the outhouse. Now Michael Knighton going to go 3 wide. This racetrack is absolutely phenomenal right now for factory stock racing. And this limited modified main event coming up is going to be a good one as well. Right now, it's all Doug Vick Jr. with the 68 of James Martin. 3rd, it's B.J. Cook. 4th is the 58 of Tiffany Welch. And 5th is the C2 of Shaw. How about that? He just came from 8th to 5th on the restart. The 96 of Knighton. Flirting with disaster right there around the hub of the racetrack going 3 wide. 2 laps to go. Right now, the B7 of Freddie Blanchard's in the 8th and final transfer spot. Blanchard in 8th and final spot right now off of 2, and they head down the back straightaway. Chris Shaw working to the inside of Tiffany Welch down the back chute into turn number 3. As Welch trying to hold on to the 4th spot. She's drawing a flawless race here tonight. Off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Into turn number 1 for the final time. Off of 2, heading down the back straightaway once again for the final time. Blanchard looks like he'll have that 8th and final spot in the bag, but Checker flag is out. Doug Vick Jr. is going to take the victory. Second gunner to the 68. Jody Davidson and 90, Boone Evans and Bubba Sampson. The lights are out, 20 laps in distance. Who's it going to be tonight? Your first A-main on this dirt track Saturday night here in Greenwood, Louisiana on a hot night in July. We are underway, and Grizzly got a good start. You know, the Marshall Missile wants to park this bad boy tonight. As he broke something on the left front suspension early in the race, it didn't halt his progress too much, and he's able to come home and limp that number 69 machine to the checkered in a solid second place finish. As they come off of four, Spear hanging it out up top. Higher than Willie Nelson on the cross country course, said that a few times tonight. But he's up there, folks. As the Marshall Missile couldn't have gone any lower on the racetrack than a Mudcat in the Riverwood. Down the back straightaway, here comes Spear. Dylan Spear gonna fire a bullet. And speaking of missiles, the Marshall Texan, Grigsby in the 69, he says, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll go high side hustle this time. And I'll make my way back into the booth here. As they head down the back straightaway, Guidry now working around the hub of the racetrack, rolling right there to the bottom of the Express chassis number K1. Guidry rolling the hub, rolling it well right now on the Express chassis number K1. As Spear lurking right there, stalking and smelling the tail tank of the number 27 of Del Rio. Del Rio looking good and looking well tonight in that bulletproof tees number 27. That's a clean shirt there. That 27 holding on to a pretty wheel. And here comes the Marshall Texans. Running second and third respectively off of four. Dylan Spears hanging it all out up top. Yeah, baby. Here we go off of two as they head down the back straightaway. Dylan Spear trying to get that outside line to pay dividends. It's not yet to this point. But he'll continue to flirt with disaster. He says, I'll live or die by the cushion tonight. Grigsby going to flirt with it as well. He'll stay up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. Down the front straightaway, the K1 of Stephen Guidry says, you know what? What do I have to lose? Y'all go ahead and run that top. I'll meticulously run this bottom. A very smooth driver is Stephen Guidry. You throw anything at him. He can run the top, middle, bottom. It doesn't matter. He knows how to play his cards right. Off of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It's all Chase Del Rio out front with the race lead. Here on another hot night in July on a Boothill Speedway dirt track Saturday night. The Marshall Missile going to go to the low side of the Boothill Speedway this time and put the pressure on Dylan Spear, your reigning Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship winner. And at turn number 3, Grigsby still stalking the tire tracks of that former Ricky Burke Jr. IRP chassis car that Dylan acquired from him not long ago. Back into turn number 1. I'll tell you what, Chase Del Rio is driving a flawless race tonight, making that car wider than a triple wide trailer. But the thing is they haven't got there quite to be able to dispose of him. Haven't really flanked to his left or right side of that number 27 car. He is smooth as butter. He's on a roll right now. As the most recent victory for Del Rio came here when he won $3,300 at the Dustin Nuckham Memorial Race, a modified event for the late Dustin Nuckham we lost and back in 2005. But I tell you, Chase Del Rio is a great shoe out of Western Louisiana. Scott Swanner turning the wrenches on that machine in the battle for seconds, heating up in the turn number 3. Here comes the Marshall Missile. Grigsby going to roll the hub and roll it well off of 4 in that IRP Effect Series car, and he'll look to dispose of Spear. He's got it. He'll throw Spear into his hip pocket. He may have done too much work with the 22 Magnum, but I don't know. We still got plenty of time. We're 50% in. It'll be 9.5 laps to go when they meet the midpoint of the back straightaway. It'll be 9 to go this time by underneath the flag stand. 9 laps to go for the Missile from Marshall. If he can hunt down the West Monroe, Louisiana racer. Chase Del Rio out of Northwest Louisiana has wins at Chatham Raceway this season. Had a lot of wins in the past at the old USA Raceway. And often travels off and races. And we'll see what happens here late in the going. That Curtis Allen built Western Flyer chassis. You got a pair of IRP chassis right now in your top 4, but you got 3 different chassis manufacturers inside of the top 4. As Jody Davidson has risen his way to the top 5, that's a pair of Western Flyer chassis. The Curtis Allen built Western Flyer out front in the form of the 27 of Del Rio, the IRP Effect Series car with Grigsby in second. And the IRP for the 22 Magnum of Spear, the Express chassis built by Shane Hebert at the K1 of Guidry Wright's 4th. Davidson's up to 5th, and the innovative chassis built by Whitaker Jr. and Chris Brown of the B17 of Brandon Ball rides in 6th. I said it many a times, you got to earn each and every win. Never given, obviously, but this limited modified field in the top 10 in points is absolutely murderer's row. Any one of these guys could win on any given Saturday night. And right now, Chase Del Rio making them earn their lunch money. Should be 5 more trips around the quarter mile over here in Greenwood, Louisiana tonight. Grigsby is driving that car right now, reckless abandon. He is trying to do everything he can He would love nothing more than to park this baby after a stellar week. Found out he's going to be having a baby boy. Super happy for Derek Grigsby and all the awesome things that are happening in his life right now. And I know that he would love nothing more to park this thing on the slab tonight. What a big week for him in 69. The sand in the hourglass is ticking away. Tick-tock goes the race clock. Grigsby has often pulled a rabbit out of his hat on some of the most improbable victories in his career right here at this racetrack. About to happen. 2 laps to go. Will lap traffic become a reality? I'm not sure that they'll get to Boone Evans. Grigsby tried something a little bit differently that time. He'll skate off the exit of turn 2 a little high, wide, and handsome there. Kind of affected him the way he entered the corner, but he's driving that car as deep into the corner as he possibly can right now. Just driving an absolute flawless race and earning it every single circuit here with one more trip around the Boothill Speedway. The 27 of Del Rio. Final time down the back straightaway, hitting the turn number 3. Grigsby would have loved to park this thing on the slab tonight, but despite it, he'll come home second. After a great week, he'll come home second, but how about it from Northwest Louisiana, from West Monroe? Chase Del Rio going to park in an ABC Auto Parts victory lane tonight here at Boothill. Cheer. Just couldn't muster enough momentum to get around. So this driver's first victory here since 2014 when he won $3,300 here for the Dustin Knuckle Memorial in his open wheel modified. He'll park the Bulletproof Tees Best Engine Western Flyer chassis. Deco power washing. Number 27. And when he climbs out of the car, Boothill Speedway race fans, please give him a big round of applause. He earned this one tonight. He had some of the hungriest hounds behind him. Give it up for Chase Del Rio and 27 from West Monroe. On this side of the car for raceontexas.com cameras. I tell you what, man, I was talking about it earlier. This field of limited modifieds here all year. The top 10 in points, some of the toughest guys you can find anywhere in the Mid-South. You absolutely had to earn this one tonight, Chase. Grigsby tried to run you down there late, man. This car was just too strong tonight, man. Awesome run tonight.
All these guys here, they're really quick. They're really hard to run with. So anytime you get a win with these guys, it's awesome. So
you spent quite a few years running the open wheel modified division. You scored the biggest win of your career here, 3,300 for the Dustin Knuckle Memorial quite a few years ago. You're really good at this racetrack too. You starting to really find your niche in this Western Flyer chassis? Yeah,
we like these cars. We went from the mod to the limited, so we figured we'd go to Western Flyer, and we've loved it ever since we've had it. So
seems like along with Jason, that this is kind of the hot commodity right now, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Man, it's got to be special to win here too, isn't it?
Oh, it is very. Like I say, when you win here, Arklatex or any of those tracks like this, I mean, it's tough to win here.
I know Scott's got to be pretty fired up about this. Let's hear about all the folks that help you out in the race car.
All right. Well, Western Flyer race cars, best engines, Delco power washing, Bulletproof Tees, Jonesville, and that's about it.
Great job tonight, man. Good to see you here at Boothill. Hope to see you back, rest of the season a few times as well.
Oh yeah, we'll be back.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Chase Del Rio parks in a victory lane tonight. James Pease out front with the race lead, followed by Miss Triple X of Brittany Shireen right now in the Triple X. Tyler Moore, multi-time winner here this year, sits in third. John Lafitte is fourth, and fifth is Big Mike Hudson in 199. Flex out front with the lead. The three of the Marshall Texan, Tyler Moore, John Lafitte's third. Fourth will be Big Mike Hudson. Racing Graham, how about that, folks? Is that, yeah, that is racing. Here we go, we're back underway. Oh boy. Back underway here at the Boothill Speedway. Look at the youngster, the 12-year-old Racing Graham. Up to 5th now. And around went Austin Dupont. He'll try to get it refired. He does. Off of 4, Miss Triple X Brittany Shereen out front with the race lead. How about the youngster, Racing Graham? Trying to put the Graham, trying to put all these rest of these folks in a cracker, a graham cracker. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. Young Racing Graham sitting in 5th, his best performance yet in his young career. Boy, he's really driving that car deep into the corners, and it's obviously, it's very indicative he's learning this thing at a pretty quick pace, pushing the progression for his age. There's no doubt. It's pretty impressive. Oh my goodness gracious, that was close. Oh, look out. Austin Dupont slowed down the back straightaway. We do not get a caution as obviously the cars are still rolling. We had the 0-1 of Barnes around to the bottom there. Austin Dupont lost a lot of momentum, and he was getting around the track at a snail's pace while everybody else was coming fast and in a hurry. That could have been nasty. Thank the good Lord it wasn't. Brittany Shereen starting to walk the dog now. She has about a 6-car length advantage over the Marshall, Texas youngster of Tyler Moore. If a caution comes out, though, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to have to play around with the 199 of Mike Hudson. Mike Hudson's fast here at the hill week in and week out, and he'll be a factor if we do get a caution, but not sure we'll get it. And I know Brittany Shereen doesn't want to see one at this point anyway. It'll be 2 to go the next time she meets the front straightaway. Look out, Brittany. She's going to get around the lap traffic here. Disposing of the 00 of Osbury first. 2 laps to go for Brittany Shereen from Shreveport. She'll head off into turns 1 and 2 and set her sights when she comes up to turn 3 down the back chute. She has topped one of the strongest field at Untitled Chapter Speedway in the history of this racetrack. Topped a 41-car field earlier this season. Tonight she's going to top one of the more tough fields we've seen all year long. She'll set her sights down the back straight at turn number 3 for the final time. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time tonight. The driver of the WW Timber Triple X Rocket, Miss Triple X, Brittany Shereen, going to park it on the slab in ABC Auto Parts Victory Lane tonight. Second we'll go to 3. We'll wait till all the cars exit, please. Well, she climbs out of the car. You gotta give her a ball. She absolutely earned this. She checked out on them there in the late going on that last restart. She putting the hair up, trying to get pretty for you. Give it up for folks, Miss Triple X, Brittany Shereen in Victory Lane here at Boothill. Brittany, let's go here for a race on Texas cameras, please, if we can. I'll let you cool off there for just a moment. I should have brought you water because you got up on the wheel. Both feet were on the wheel on that one. Flawless run tonight, young lady. I tell you, in that last restart, Peace, I'm not sure what happened to James there, but you were stalking there on that first part. Second half of the race, you were just gone. This car was really hooked up tonight.
It is. Can I ask for a better racetrack tonight? It was pretty good. I'm not sure what happened there at the last lap. I was just hoping it would hold on. I don't know if I got a flat or power steering went out or something. It didn't want to turn. So I'm just glad I could hold on to it. You topped a 41-car field at Arklatex earlier this year. Tonight may have been one of the more stellar fields that we've seen in this class. You won the Louisiana State Championship here, but tonight had to be probably one of your top wins so far in your young career. Yeah, it was for sure. It was a lot of fun. Anybody you want to thank in particular? Hey, Racing had an awesome run too. I'm not sure exactly where he finished. He's inside of the top 5 at one point. Oh, deal. I'm excited. Hear about all the folks that help you out. thank Sean, obviously. We worked on it some this week. Chris Shaw, Candidate Solutions, NW Timber, Mr. Billy White, Jody Prince with J&J Motorsports. They help me out a lot too, and anybody else that helps pull it to the track or anything we need.
Hey, a couple of weeks ago, just final thing, a couple of weeks ago at Arklatex, Sean won the feature, and he said, now Brittany just has to go out there and get the job, and you can't one spot short, so you can rag on him. You tell him he has to go win now.
Yeah, it's his turn now. Maybe we can take him too.
Congratulations, Brittany.
Thank you.
Get up for it, folks. Brittany.
Call them. Thank y'all for coming out tonight.
She said, thank y'all for coming out and watching her tonight. Sorry about the mic, folks, but y'all give it up for folks. Brittany Shreen in Victory Lane tonight. Here in a late model quite a few years ago. The lights are going to go out with Dupont and Williams on the front row. Perry and Moondog in row 2. The lights are out. We're underway for 20 laps. Your factory stock main event here at Boot Hill. I got a locust up here crawling on me. Anyway, the drivers are focused like a locust down the back straightaway as they head off into turn number 3 wide there at the midpoint of the back straightaway with the 91 of Kelly Lockey. Oh boy, Alex Williams and Chad Dupont's around right in front of the field. Look out, Bo Perry. Oh my. Oh. And we got a Walmart in the Target parking lot. And a lot of good race cars turned up early. Started, we'll try it all over again. Original restart number 2. Our first original restart. We didn't make the first start. The lights are out. We're back underway here at Boot Hill. That'll push up Scott Young to the outside of row number 2 alongside Dean Rasco. We'll put Sean Graham starting 5th inside of row number 3 instead of outside of row 3. So here we go. Should be a dandy tonight. 2 drivers right here running 1 and 2 that have never won here. Moondog Don Grindle going to smell to the inside of the 6 of Williams for the race lead off of 4. Wow, Moondog is up on the wheel tonight, baby. Don Grindle getting a little loose there down the front straight as he stalks the tire tracks to the 6 of Alex Williams. The youngster out of Kilgore, Texas, and around goes B.J. Cook sliding to the infield. He made it look good. 43J is out of the race. OUT struck out with a 720 to the infield. Tough break for B.J. I mentioned earlier had a stellar run in Mike Washington's Pro Mod over Vivian last Tuesday night. As they head off of 2 down the back straightaway, it's Moondog Don Grindle stalking the tire tracks of the 6 of the Kilgore, Texas racer Alex Williams. His father, Gary Stuckey, is the one here. And a limited modified in his career. Oh boy, Scott Young, and around goes Greenwald after. Greenwald never stopped. Greenwald never stopped in the 27, kept rolling. The 22 of Morgan is stopped here at the bottom of turn number 4, and the caution flag will wave for the second time in this main event. I've seen 99X perform in quite some time. You never can count out Dean Rasco. Colt 45 right here in the mix. Trouble Sean Graham will be a factor in. Your point leader, Scott Young. The lights are out. We are back underway here at Boot Hill. On another Saturday night special. As they head off of 2 down the back straightaway, here comes Dean Rasco. He's trying to wrestle that second spot away from the East Texas racer out of Tatum of Moondog Don Grindle. Oh, baby, we got one sliding to the infield. That's Scotty Nichols. He may be getting the thrifty nickel this week to find a new car, but he's able to corral it. Heading into 1. As Rasco looking to lose 2 spots here, and he will. Rasco just got the Walmart special put on him. Sean Graham drives the car deep here into turn number 3 and pulls to the tail tank of the 99X, but here comes 18Y of Young. Scott Young says, it's not my first rodeo. He'll drive hard back to the outside. This is why Scott Young right now is your point leader at Boot Hill. Oh boy, just to say that he bobbles, that's some of that announcer's jink luck. I've jinxed more racers over the years. Help them. Oh, goodness. I'm not going to talk about you anymore, Scott. But Mr. Consistency right now still holding on to a top 5 run in 18. Kelly Lockey on the march to the front. Just gave a shot in the shorts there to the 90 of Jody Davidson. It's an absolute logjam for 4th on back right now. Oh, boy, look out Rasco. As the 90 of Davidson fit it to his outside of him. Couldn't fit the Holy Spirit right there between those 2 cars for a moment. As they roll off of turn number 4. They may have touched. I'm not sure. The 6 of Alex Williams still holding out front. Driving a flawless race tonight. There's one thing that's certain, that if you win at Boothill Speedway, you didn't luck up into it, you earned it. As this racetrack is great right now from top to bottom. If you've got a car that can do it, you can do it. And right now, Alex Williams shows that he has got the hands, he's got the feet, he's got the right stuff tonight. The 6 car is looking very, very sporty here at Boot Hill. I know it would mean a lot to this young racer if he can win here at this racetrack, as his parents promoted this race, or this racetrack back in 2013. Of course, Gary and Ellen Stuckey His younger brother, Taylor Williams, has been so close to winning here at this racetrack. Of course, I mentioned Gary won here a couple of times on the night USMTS was here back in 2013. But rolling off of 4, here comes Graham. Trouble trying to put the heat on the 99X of Moondog. Don Grindle for second. And I tell you this, if we get a caution, we may not even need one. Outside of the fact the 6 is starting to march out front and getting a little bit of clean air and some clean racetrack out in front, he's able to really set in and comfortably drive the racetrack, and just up to him to keep his nose clean. But if we do get a caution, as Cowboy Blanchard expires the 45. Tough break for Cowboy tonight. But right now, it's all Williams out front, followed by Moondog Don Grindle. Sean Graham, though, if he can get clearance above the 99X or get caution, he may set his sights on the 6 and be able to reel him in. But Don Grindle doing a great job holding back the advances of Triple X tonight. Scott Young has now prevailed over that battle there with the 90 and the Colt 45 of Rasco. He's up to 4th in the 18Y where he was at on the restart. So Young in 4th. 5th is Jody D with his hands full with the Colt 45 of Rasco. 6th is Rasco. 7th is the 91 of Kelly Lockie. And 8th, here comes Doug Vick Jr. Look at this battle right here in the 1. There are 3 different lanes wide there with the 96 of Knight and the 11 of Bowden, the 4 of Vick Jr., the 34 JR of Daugherty. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And here comes 99X trying to hunt down the 6. He's getting closer. Getting a little bit closer every single lap. Williams doesn't seem that he can keep the car kind of pinned right there to the middle part of the racetrack where he's been for the entirety of this one. I'm telling you what, here they come. Here they come. Williams is sliding up a little bit high off of exit, and I'm not sure that it's helping him any. But will it be enough to keep the advances of 99X into his hip pocket? I'm not sure. That's why we race him to the final lap in this one. This is going to be good. Don Grindle, I would say that he wants a win just as bad as this youngster does out of Kilgore, Texas tonight. The East Texans trying to come over and take the lunch money from the Shreveport native who rides 3rd. And here comes Moondog. Boy, I tell you, he's there, folks. He is there now. Don Grindle. It's funny he has grind in his last name because he is grinding away at it right now. The Grindle man. Off of 2 down the back straightaway with his sights set on the rear bumper to the number 6 of Williams. Williams has to feel the pressure now. Is he trying not to overdrive the car? Is he trying to hold on to it? What happened? Who's it going to be tonight, Boothill Speedway race fans? It's going to be a shootout here with a few laps to go. Alex Williams on the loud pedal. A good restart by Trouble. Oh, boy, and here comes Trouble, speaking of. Sean Graham all over the back bumper. Don Grindle's going to go around right in front of the field. Oh, my. Wow. We'll see about Scott Young and 18Y. The lights are going to go out, and it's going to be a shootout to the checkers. This is why we do it and why we love it. Good restart by 18Y. Oh, Scott Young, we're back underway. Oh, boy, Sean Graham says, throw me a bone here. He'll throw it down to the inside of the 6 for the race lead. He'll go a little bit short. They head down the back straightaway for the top spot. Heading into turn number 3. And here comes Sean Graham for the race lead to the inside for the race lead. Oh, baby, Graham to the inside. Got a little loose there. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Sean Graham knocking on the back door like a trick-or-treat with a sweet tooth here as he goes back to the inside of the 6 of Alex Williams. Down the back straightaway. They're going to the inside. The crowd goes nuts. The crowd standing up on their feet. They bought the whole seat. They only need the edge. If even the edge right now, Williams going to drive it back to his outside. Off before the white flag is out. Williams says, I'm not done yet with you, Sean. Down the front straightaway in the 1. Side by side for the race lead in the 1 and 2. Side by side for the race lead in the 1 and 2. Sean Graham, Alex Williams, what a flawless race this youngster's driving tonight. He is not going to be denied, he says. Sean Graham has the same plans. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to try to hit the brakes and go right by. Oh, Graham shoots up the racetrack. They're going to drag race to the line off of 4. Jody Davis is going to make Sean Graham with a thriller tonight. Wow. Sean Graham with an absolute thriller. Keep it rolling. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That was unbelievable. If you don't like that, folks, I swear you do not like dirt track racing. That was so good. That cracks me up, though. I don't know what. I don't think that I seen Sean scooting up the racetrack like that, but he knew Alex was going to try to hit the last Tuesday at Untitled Speedway and stole one from that 90 car that comes home in third there. I'm telling you, I would love to talk to Alex Williams about that finish. Hey, y'all stay back, please, for your safety. Thank you. Y'all good. Oh. That was a great race. Somebody said read. I can't say. So. That was a hell of a race. Getting ready to climb out of the car, folks. Said you bought the whole seat, you only needed the edge. I'm not even sure you needed the whole seat there. As the crowd went nuts here for the Triple X Rocket of Trouble, Sean Graham in victory lane here in ABC Auto Parts victory lane. Sean, I don't know how you topped last Tuesday. You won a thriller at Arklatex. This car has been great. Your 6th win now on its 9th start. 6th win and 9 starts for this car. Let's face the race on Texas and the great race fans here. What a race, man. I mean, you had a few restarts there in the late going. This car was so strong tonight. Don Grindle got in front of him when you were running third in that last restart there. Showed the outside there to the 6 car, man. Y'all just duked it out and slugfest there in the last couple of laps. What'd you see from your vantage point?
From my vantage point, it probably wasn't the cleanest pass, and that's not how I wanted to pass Alex. He's a really good driver, and he led every lap except that one. I just got in there, and I had to move up, and once I got contact at me, I apologize to him for doing that.
I honestly don't think it was too dirty. I'm sure you guys will talk it out. It's not like you went in there and just drove into him or anything. The car actually pushed into the center of the corner in 3 and 4, and he tried to check the brakes and drive back underneath you. But I don't think it was anything cruel there for you, man. Just racing hard for a win. That's what these things mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, you never know when your last one is. Alex, I apologize, brother. Like I said, they're all special. You don't like them like that. But I hope I put on a good show for you fans. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
They certainly loved it, man. I actually heard the fans actually roaring when y'all were side by side coming to the checkered flag. It's pretty awesome. But it has to be awesome for this car, too, man. We talked about it last Tuesday after that thrilling win in Vivian. You've got wins at several different racetracks now. This car is awesome, and it's got to feel good as it's set on kill for $10,000 coming up here at the beginning of August.
Yeah, we can't wait for that. We go to Beaumont next week for $1,000 to support a good friend of mine, Dustin Hawkins and Glenn, and I'm happy. It never gets old winning, that's for sure.
I told Brittany, because last Tuesday in Victor Lane, I said, you put the pressure on her. You said, I won. Now Brittany's got to go get the job done. She started on the front row. She came home second. Tonight, hey, y'all get to go home with a sweep, and racing had a great run tonight, too, man. Awesome run for your race, for your family tonight.
Yeah, this is the first time Brittany and I won on the same night, and my son racing, I don't know if y'all were watching, but he ran fourth pretty much the whole race. Yeah. And that's better than watching him and Brittany do this. It's almost better than winning.
Go ahead and give him a high. Good job racing. Hey, man, let's hear about all the folks out in the race car.
W&W Timber, Jody at J&J, Hitman Designs, Canon Solutions, Summer Girl Auto Care, WCH Race Engines for the awesome power, Pro One Transmissions, JRP, Bulletproof Tees, my buddy Jason, Tiffany, Frank Canizero, my fiance for putting up with all this crap and all the stuff around my house, and all my friends and all you fans for sticking around and watching us. We appreciate it.
She loves it as much as you do. Congratulations to you, Sean. That was an awesome race, man. Thank you for a great show tonight.
Thank you.
Give it up for folks. Trouble Sean Graham lives up to the moniker. He's over the 6 car of Alex Williams. That was a great race. Sean Graham in ABC Auto Parts victory lane.
All right, folks, green flag is in the air. Here we go. Matt Ebar shows the way. Joey Gatzlick on the outside. Matt Ebar still showing the way down the back straightaway. Here we go, coming to 3 and 4. Matt Ebar, your leader. Followed by the 5 of Buddy Lee in second. Matt Ebar's got it set on cruise control, and he is pulling away from the field, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down the front straightaway, Matt Ebar is still your leader, followed by the 5 of Buddy Lee and the 71 of Mark Shelgrave. Matt Ebar has just got it set on cruise control. He says, I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Matt Ebar still your leader. Mark Shelgrave making a move, trying to get second away. Here they come. Here they come down the front straightaway. Matt Ebar still your leader. Followed by the one, a Robert Bump. Mark Shelgrave running in third. Matt Ebar still showing away. Here we go with the one of Robert Bump. Matt Ebar is still showing the race lead. He's got it set on cruise control and he is not looking back. The 71 of Mark Shelgrave goes around over there at the bottom of turn 1 and 2. He's going to pull it into the infield. Tough break for him. He was running good. Matt Ebar, still your leader, down the back straightaway. Continue to show the way. Matt Ebar coming through 1 and 2. Robert Bump running in second. The 5X of Joey Getz running in third. And the 5 of Buddy Lee running in fourth. Here comes Matt Ebar coming through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Robert Bump making a little ground on him. Caution. In second. Coming through turns 3 and 4, green flags in the air. Here we go. Matt Ebar shows the way. Here comes Joey Getz, only coming running second. Matt Ebar goes up high. Joey Getz to the bottom. Down the back straightaway. Matt Ebar puts it on cruise control again. Matt Ebar still your leader. Joey Getz, Robert Bump, and Buddy Lee. Whoa, look how Joey Getz goes around and collects the one of Robert Bump, and that will bring out a caution. All right, down the back straightaway. Matt Ebar looking him. Coming to the bottom of 3 and 4. Green flags in the air. Matt Ebar shows the way. Buddy Lee, Robert Bump. Whoa, contact. Joey Getz goes spinning off the top of turn 1 and 2. And that's going to bring out a caution. Here we go. Lights are out down the back straightaway. Matt Ebar still your leader. Green flags in the air. Matt Ebar checks out. Here comes Buddy Lee and Robert Bump looking on the bottom. Got a battle for second. Matt Ebar just sets it on cruise control and continues to pull away. 2 laps to go, this time by for Matt Ebar. The battle for second is heating up with the 3 cars. Buddy Lee's in second, but here comes Robert Bump in third. Here comes Joey Getz looking at him. Joey Getz said he wants some of this action too. White flag. And we have the 5 of Buddy Lee goes around in the middle of 3 and 4. He keeps it going. We stay green. Matt Ebar down the back straightaway. Coming to 3 and 4. Matt Ebar will win your Louisiana 600s. Matt Ebar first, Joey Getz second, Robert Bump in third.
Something hot to eat for half price, you can do that. Hey folks, there only may have been 7 cars here tonight, but if there would have been 30 of them, this guy right here may have prevailed anyway. He's been racing these cars for quite some time. He's one of the best to do it. He runs up and runs the Mini Sprint Nationals at I-30 at Tracy Clay's Little Rock Oval, and he's been a factor in this class. When they had the wings on him, didn't have them. He got out and tried to race at 305. Full-size sprint car stuff for quite some time, but he's found himself. It's what he does. From hot Louisiana, give it up for Matt Ebar in 10. He's at 15 next tonight, but I'm used to you being car 10. Always good to see you, Matt. You want to stay in the car, or you going to hop out? Get over here for Race on Texas cameras for me, man. So, And I told the fans, I said, man, there might only been 7 or 8 cars here, but I'm not sure it would matter because, man, you win these things when there's 30 or 40 cars. This thing was pretty awesome, and I know it has to feel pretty cool to be back at Boothill.
Love Boothill. It's a great track. Love to be home.
Man, how much do you enjoy? Obviously, you really love these things, man. You put a lot of pride and joy in these things, and you have for probably 14 years.
Yes, sir. About 20 years now.
20, wow.
Yeah, we've been running them. I love these cars. They're a blast.
You're getting old, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's hear about that helps you out in the race car.
Donald Nicholson, my wife, my friends, my family, everybody on the car. Metric Cycles.
I want to ask you, what do we have to do to get 20 of these things out here? I know you're part of the resurgence of getting these things just back racing locally. What do you have to do to get a full field of these things?
They're coming back. You'll get them here.
I know they are.
We'll get some more cars. A lot of people in Texas at a big race, but you'll get some more cars.
Absolutely. There's another big race going on somewhere too tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, it's good to see you, Matt. Congratulations on a victory tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Give it up for him, folks. Matt Ebar from Houghton, Louisiana. Victory in here.
Robert Graham. Here we go. Green flags in the air. Robert Graham shows the way down the front straightaway.
All right, Cody, down the back straightaway, getting a little loose there. Is the 60 of Mark Barnes looking to roll through 3-4 to lead. Lap number 1 is going to be the Seegers Roofing 22 of the Marshall Texan Robert Graham. He'll lead lap number 1. Cody with the 515 of Humphrey in tow.
All right, here we go. Down the back. Here we go. Coming through 3 and 4. Trent Humphrey looking on the inside. Josh Bauckham. Josh Bauckham comes back on the outside. Robert Graham continues to show the way, coming through 3 and 4.
A tight-knit battle here for the top 3 cars. You could throw a blanket over them right now, but here comes the 2 winningest drivers this season. Sitting in 4th and 5th is the 4-car Doug Vick Jr. In 5th is Mike Washburn. You could throw a blanket right now from 2nd back to 5th. It's a good one. Shaping up here, Cody, down the back straightaway.
Yes, it is, Zach, indeed. It is shaping up to be a good one. Here comes Doug Vick Jr. on the outside. Mike Washburn is hooked up to his back bumper following him.
It's just a matter of time for the cream rises to the top. As Doug Vick Jr. going to be the first car to dispose of the 515 and go to 3rd, but Humphrey not done with him yet. He'll sidestep him. The 4 of Vick Jr. does. He'll put Humphrey into his hip pocket, and now Mike Washburn going to work on the 515 as well as Vick Jr. sets his sight on the Benton Bullet. Josh Bauckham for 2nd.
Here comes Robert Graham down the front straightaway. Josh Bauckham's there. Here comes Doug Vick Jr. Looking on the inside of Josh Bauckham. Trent Humphrey still there. Mike Washburn on the outside. He said, hey guys, I want some of this action too. Here we go.
As they roll off of turn number 4 down the front boulevard, Robert Graham out front with the lead. Around goes Mike Washburn. Washburn lost the handle there in the 3 and 4. I'm not sure if he got in there a little hot and had to get on the brakes and allowed the car to go around, but I'm not sure if the caution flag will wave.
Been looking him over.
Robert Graham from Marshall, Texas, is going to put his foot through the floorboard and get this party back started. We're back underway here at the Boothill Speedway, your final race of the night here in Greenwood. Vick Jr. got to go to restart here. Cody in the 1. Bauckham going to try back to his inside. They go 3 right for 2nd momentarily. Here comes Doug Vick.
Doug Vick Jr. down the back straightaway. Look on the outside, turn 3 and 4. Robert Graham still your leader. Here comes Trent Humphrey. Doug Vick Jr. going to peek a nose on the inside of Robert Graham and say, hey, I'm right here.
It's just a matter of time now. But I'll tell you what, Doug Vick Jr.'s had his hands full before in Vivian with the form of the 22 of Robert Graham. And I think that if anybody may be able to relegate the performance by the 4, it would be the 22 or perhaps the 27 of Washburn. Washburn's already back up to 6th.
Here comes Mike Washburn. Let's see if he can catch up. Back up to the leaders. Here comes Doug Vick Jr. Trying to reel down Robert Graham down the back straightaway. Coming through 3 and 4. Robert Graham still your leader.
27 of Washburn flying back to the front with his head on fire. Looks like a 27 of Dustin Randall of old in a mini stock. Down the front straightaway. That's respect there, actually. In the 1. Washburn trying there, but can't get the job done as we take a peek back here. The battle for 3rd shaping up to be a good one as well for the race lead. Vick Jr. trying, Cody, but the caution's out.
Yep. We have a big...
Just do here, I swear. Robert Graham going to try to hold off the winningest Pro Mod driver here all season long in the form of the 4, Doug Vick Jr. Cody. As they head off into 1, Vick Jr. is going to try the low side of the Boothill Speedway this time by, and not able to find it. Gets a shot in the shorts there from Humphrey. Humphrey's looking good now. Down the back straightaway we go.
All right, here we come to 3 and 4. Robert Graham still your leader. Coming down the front straightaway, Robert Graham leads another lap. Doug Vick Jr. in 2nd. Trent Humphrey in 3rd. Trent Humphrey looking on the inside of Doug Vick Jr. right here in the bottom of 3 and turn 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Robert Graham still your leader. Doug Vick Jr. right there in 2nd. Trent Humphrey making a big move on the inside. I can't quite pull it off. As we're halfway through your Pro Mod feature, Robert Graham, your leader, down the back straightaway. Here comes Doug Vick Jr. Mike Washburn making a move on Josh Bockham. Mike. All right, down the back straightaway. Here we go. Robert Graham, still your leader. Doug Vick Jr. right there in second. Trent Humphrey trying to make a move on the inside of Doug Vick Jr. Can't quite pull it off.
And here comes Humphrey trying to back. And I'm telling you what, Robert Graham is just the cream of the crop tonight. It appears that he has a good enough race car to hold back the advances of the 4 Vick Jr. Vick Jr.'s got his car's running really rich or something. I don't know. It's flaming up out of the muffler there. The header, sorry. The header, not the muffler. The header's glowing red.
All right. Big pop of flames right there out of the Ford Doug Vick Jr. Robert Graham, still your leader, coming down the back straightaway. Here comes Trent Humphrey. Look on the inside. Doug Vick Jr. for second. Still quite can't make the move.
I don't think it's enough to hurt. I mean, it's hurting Vick enough where he's not able to run down the 22 as 5 laps to go this time. Back the flag stand for the Marshall Texan, Robert Graham. Now Vick's able to get out of the clutches of the 515 of Humphrey. He has his sights set on 22, but he's going to need a caution or he's going to have to really put a whip to it and get to go now.
All right, and that's going on up front. Mike Washburn is running in 5th. Looking on the inside of Brad Barnes. All right, here we go down the back straightaway. Robert Graham, your leader. Doug Vick Jr. running in 2nd. Coming up on some lap traffic. Let's see if this comes into play. Doug Vick Jr. still running in 2nd. Robert Graham coming through 1 and 2. Here comes Doug Vick Jr. trying to get a little run right here. He's closing up to the back. 2 laps to go this time by for Robert Graham. Doug Vick Jr. Trent Humphrey. There's your top 3. Doug Vick Jr. getting a little bit closer to Robert Graham. Coming down the back straightaway. Here we go, coming through turn 3 and 4. Doug Vick Jr. right there. Last lap. Does Doug Vick Jr. have anything for Robert Graham?
Here comes Doug Vick.
Coming in lap traffic. Let's see if the lap traffic is going to come in effect. Doug Vick Jr. on the inside, looking down low. He goes back up behind him. Here
Unbelievable.
we go. Coming through 3 and 4. Dealing with lap traffic. It's going to be the 22. Oh, that's too close to call.
Doug. I tell you, finally got him one. He's had a fast car all year. To give it up for him, and he climbs out of the car from Marshall, Texas, driving the senior drifting sponsor number 22. He earned it tonight through lap traffic. Give it up for Robert Graham in number 22. I love seeing you fired up like that, man.
Yeah, we've been working hard on that.
Let's get out. Let's talk about it real quick. You say you've been working hard at it, and I don't think there's any doubt, man. You've won some thrilling ones. You won one at Vivian last year. You've won one here before, but been a little while, man. You're working hard at it, and it can't feel any better than to win one over Doug Vick, who's been the cream of the crop in that class all year, man. You won that one by pretty close margin there, coming through lap traffic.
Man, when I caught the lap cars, I knew Vic was close to me. I couldn't hear him, but I knew he was there. He's always there.
You gotta know he's breathing down your neck at some point. What were you thinking from your vantage point in the cockpit? You just saying, okay, just calm down, Robert. Just drive a few laps here.
I was just trying to stay calm and trying to stay calm and straight. I knew Vic was there.
Is that a thrill or what?
Man, that's the best feeling ever.
I love seeing how excited you are, man. I mean, it obviously means a lot. That's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of man hours into the shop, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And then when we passed the checkers and I seen Vic roll ahead, and I was like, oh Lord.
You know, at one point in this race, I thought I'll never say I wrote him off. I never write him off, but it just seemed like his car may not run an expectation. But here he comes. You just never can count him out. And I tell you, it's about time you cashed in on one, man, because this car's fast week in and week out, and you got a little lady luck on your side this time.
I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody coming out. and everybody that helps me on the race car. Tyler, Evan Moore, my dad and my mom's over there. ASIF Logging, Competition Automotive, RG Logging, Hitman Design for keeping me looking good all the time. Seekers Roofing, everybody that helps me, they know it.
That's a sharp-looking car, man. Congratulations to you, man. You're well overdue for a victory. Big congratulations. I'm sure you'll get back here another time this year, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do my best, too.
I know you will. Give it up for folks from Texas. Robert Graham, thriller tonight in the Pro Mod main event.